Orange or green? Which one? Okay, both. I thought he wanted orange or green, but not really both.
Where are we going?
Canada.
On our way to Victoria, British Columbia. Best place ever. Best, most relaxing place ever. Time-lapse rig set up in case we see anything cool. That car is so cool.
What does the fox say? Ding 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 ding. What does the fox say?
We're at the freaking Canadian border and Becca's freaking out.
Scott won't give me her passport.
Golly.
And what brings you guys to Canada?
Fun.
What do you have planned? What do you want to see? What do you want to do? What do you want to check on out?
Just get a little nervous there.
That was scary. Victoria, here we come. So we missed the 1 o'clock ferry, so we're gonna get on the 2 o'clock ferry.
Look who it is. Yeah.
You excited to go in the boat? Okay.
Boat? Yeah.
The only thing you eat is nachos.
The only thing I eat is nachos. I don't even know the last time I had nachos.
Okay, fine. One thing is you don't like sandwiches.
No, that's just typical man and funny. Is that fine?
Does this look cool? I made a post asking if you guys had any questions about like music or film or any of that stuff. I got like a ton of questions, so I think this will be like the first official Q&A in my vlogs. See if it works, see if you guys like it, and if you like it, just continue asking questions in the comments. Maybe I'll do another like Instagram Q&A post. Simple question from John. What cameras do you use? Pretty much shoot everything now on the Red Dragon. I'm all about shooting 4K though. I love trying different cameras. And a lot of times I mix cameras in the video. So we'll shoot on like the Dragon, but we'll supplement it with like a GH4 or a GoPro or the Inspire. 4K is most important. 4K uncompressed, like raw, is even more important. Daniel, how can a person film if he has no friends or neighbors nearby? When I started filming, I had no friends or neighbors nearby. I literally got access to a borrowed camera and I went out and I just started shooting stuff. And my early films were like me and sock puppets. Like it was just me creating something, anything I could by myself, you know? I remember like the first time I made a film with an actor, it was because I walked into a geology class and I saw a kid wearing a striped shirt that looked like Waldo. And it like instantly inspired me to make a movie about Waldo, like a Waldo in real life kind of short film. So I literally went up to this kid after class and I was like, hey, I know you don't know me, but do you want to make a movie with me about Waldo based off your shirt? And he said yes. And so like the next like couple weeks, like I wrote a script and came up with this story and I made a film about Waldo. Someday I'll show it to you if you want to see it. So yeah, it's just about like building and getting creative with the resources around you. Find ways to get creative. That honestly is the best way to test yourself, to grow, to become a better filmmaker, is like work within parameters, work with what's around you, and do as much and as many things as you can that way. So that's my advice. Somebody said, why are you so sexy? I think that's probably a joke comment, because I don't ever get that question in real life. Stazza baby. Do you have auditions for your films? Yes, I do. A lot of the times. A lot of the times, I will say my films are written with people in mind because I have like specific casts or ideas of people that I really want to work with, so I'll like write something around that person. But I'm also like super open to doing auditions online, through YouTube, whatever. Like if you have any interest in being in my film and you have talent, like do not be afraid to hit me up because I'm always looking for people to work with and ways to like do new stuff. So don't be afraid. My contact info's always in my video descriptions. And if you don't read video descriptions, I'm just gonna go on this little rant. If you don't read video descriptions, you should. At least mine. I put a lot of work into my video descriptions. That's where I credit everybody. That's where I put my contact information. Florian Sievi says, how do you come up with all those ideas? That's like a giant question that I cannot really answer in one little thing. But basically, I draw inspiration from everything around me, from the people I see, from the places I go. Usually starts with like a small, simple, weird idea, and then I think a lot. I try to find time to think while I'm driving, while I'm showering, while I'm mowing the lawn, and like cultivate that idea and turn it into something that's shootable. Ethan Britt, some info on getting clear audio while on set, and that's a fantastic question. And it's a great question for my friend Brenden, by the way, who I also make music with. We're called Scott and Brendo. Here goes. Brenden just launched a platform called That Audio Guy, where he does audio tutorials and webinars and has like so much amazing information on audio, on getting audio on set, on recording audio, anything audio related, like you can find in Brendan's new series. So I will link that in the description below. But yeah, you have to go check that out because it's amazing, and he's got so much amazing knowledge that he can share with you. Caleb Chamberlain, how long have you been doing this and how did you get started? Again, that's a big question. I grew up with a father who was a photographer. So I and he shot all film. We had a dark room in this hole in the ground in our house. I grew up in this like 500 square foot shack in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And my dad had this dark room, and I never wanted to go in there. Like growing up, I had zero interest in like my dad's photography. He tried to get me into it. I even had a couple cameras, like little still cameras growing up, but it wasn't until high school really. I mean, I think that like planted a seed for sure. And then in high school I took a like a film English class, and that was really where I got excited, and like I realized that like somebody had to make movies for a living. Like people obviously were making movies and that was their job, and when I learned that I was like, oh, that's what I want to do. So that's when I got interested. That was in high school. Then I just tried figuring it out for the next few years. I didn't really get full-time involved in film until like my early 20s, and I was in college, biology major, trying to go to med school. I wanted to be a doctor, but at the same time I wanted to like make films, and that was a big hobby of mine. So yeah, I found out that you really can't be a doctor and make movies at the same time. Both require like way too much work. So I had to pick one, and I took a leap of faith. I tried film, and here I am like 6-7 years later, and it's what I do full time, and I love it. Absolutely love it. Would never change anything about my decision. So Corey Bowcut says, what software do you and Brenden use to create music? We do everything in Logic X. We both started in different things, like Cakewalk and Vegas and Cubase. We've tried everything, but now currently we're in Logic and we love it. Gavin Law TV, can I come work for you? Yes, if you can find your way to Utah and find out when my next shoot is, I am more than happy to have you come work on set. I love having people come to set. I love teaching people. If you promise to work hard and pay attention and be cool, then you are always welcome on my sets. Hank Hunky. Hey, so how long does it take to upload a 4K video on YouTube? What are the render times? Yeah, obviously that all kind of depends on your computer setup. I have a pretty fast computer, especially after switching to shooting only 4K. But even then, it still takes, on average, I don't know, anywhere from 20 to 40 minutes to export a video. If I have good internet, I can upload it in another 30 to 40 minutes. So if you could work with 3 actresses, who would they be and why? Freak. Jack Black, Adam Young from Owl City. I know he's not an actor or an actress, but dude, that is, all right, screw this. I just need to work with Adam. That's like, if anybody has a connection to Adam Young, that's all I care about. Collaborating with Adam Young, that's my #1 priority. J Darby 88, what's your favorite film? We're gonna have to finish this Q&A later because my ferry is leaving, but this is really fun. So let's finish this later, okay?